All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another month in Revoultion FC. I've come to realize that the shows that we're doing is coming up towards the end of the year, and the next one would be week 2 in December, which is actually when we did last year's Grand Prix. I thought maybe we waited till the end of the year. I guess we didn't. So we did week 4 there. So honestly, I think I'm probably going to set that up then. So let's see here. We got Jersey, Alabama, California. We throw this. What do I usually do? I just call it Revoultion Grand Prix, FC Grand Prix. All right. So I think I want to at least have that sitting there. All right. MC Grand Prix 2003. And I have no idea exactly what I'm going to do with it right this second, but I will be promoting the hell out of it and broadcasting the hell out of it. When was the last time we were in Vegas? We were just in Vegas last month. All right. What? Let's see. We had, what was it? Ohio, Texas. Oh, we haven't been to Texas in over a year. Nah, it's time to go to Texas. We're going to do it there. Just want to stop by saying hi. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Appreciate you being here. Get yourself a taco. I like the idea of just throwing pennies. Like, there you go. Treat yourself. Yeah, we got to go to Texas. Don't advance the numbering system because this is technically not 69. So Jersey, Alabama, then we got California, Texas. I have no idea what I'm going to do for that one. Usually we do a one-night tournament. What did we do last year? We did a heavyweight title tournament. 2001, I don't think we had like it looks like it was more a lightweight tournament. Was this like our first lightweight deal? So let's see here. As far as belts are concerned, heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight. Could do middleweight. See what we got for guys here in middleweight. Jeff Curran's going to be fighting and defending his belt already, so we don't even know where that's going to lead. Could do another lightweight one. Could do another heavyweight one. Absence-wise, let's see. I see 2 months on BJ Penn. Congo's got 5 days. Rodrigo Nogueira, let's see. Czech Congo's got 5 days. Fedor's got 5 days. Mark Kerr's got 5 days. Messiah, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Pedro TV's got 40. Probably not going to be able to make it. Rimbon's got 7. Talibin's got 5. Valentin Overeem's got 5. Bolton's got 26. Otavio, Rico Rodriguez each got 40. I think there's probably enough big names here, honestly. I think there's enough big names here. Now we got Orlovsky and Couture who are going to be doing their own fight, so that's whatever. Hey, you. This isn't Japanese women's wrestling. Well, we'll have that on Friday night. I know a couple of the shows that they had over the last week or so dropped. They've been VODs and people have been upset, but there will be shows. Hell, they might actually do a live show this week. I don't know. Severn. This isn't played on. God damn it. Newton's got his next fight coming up. Sonnen. Yeah, I'm thinking We won't have Arlovsky and Couture, but I think we could probably... Dan Severn's probably not going to be ready for it either because he's got his fight coming up. Followed for cooking content. Well, that sucks. Cook them books. I do my best. I really do my best. All right. Let me look real quick before I go on. I really didn't want to make this like super slow. All right, so we got Josh Barnett sitting and waiting. I was gonna say Yoshihiro Takayama sitting around. Royce Alger sitting around. Kimo Leopoldo. So I think we could have some guys who could make for a good Barnett and Lachik especially, combined with the other guys who will be here within the next week. I think we can come up with a pretty good heavyweight Grand Prix. I think we'll be pretty good on that. Lightweight, lightweight's going to be missing a few guys. Yamaguchi, Penn, Dakun. I think some other guys are Curran and Nunes are already fighting. Franco Nogueira's already fighting. So yeah, I think if we keep some guys on ice here until Scott Adams, Dan Severn would be nice. We could technically move that. Rimbon Baroni, no. Scott Adams, Dan Severn. Honestly. Might be interesting to put those two in. So let's say we do those two. Who are the other heavyweights we were looking at for that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with either of those two. And Mark Kerr or Leopoldo makes 8. So we've got it, I think. I don't know if I added Barnett. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could do Alger, Rodriguez, Taligman for 8. So, okay, we've got guys. So let's do that. We'll wait a week and then we'll book our one-night tournament. That's probably going to be a heavyweight title tournament, isn't it? Because we've got Barnett's the champ, isn't he? Yeah. He has yet to defend it, and his first big defense is going to be in this tournament. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we'll wait until after this show because we got the 5 days, 7 days, something like that to wait on. Introduces lightweights. Well, yeah, they haven't taken any of my lightweights, so that's fine. That's right. This is the new. I'll have to look in here. Yeah, the AI hiring aggression is much more aggressive than it has been. So I think it's going to become a bit more of a fight. But I don't know. Maybe we're a little too far into it at this point. I mean, there's still plenty of guys to grab. Here comes the heavyweight offers. All right, contract renewal, good. Pride wants Christophe Mado. They want Salamo Saliga. Cialamo, Mighty Mo, Saliga. Estimated 1,800 per fight. See, this is what I'm going to be wondering. All right, 2,700 is what they're doing already. So if we do like 3,000 and then give them 2,500 bonus, we'll see what happens when I start kind of overbidding on them. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen and what Pride's going to come back with. 1,400 a fight. They're offering 1,400. I'll offer $2,000 with a $2,000 signing bonus. And we'll see how that one rolls. I'm interested to see just how aggressive they get. All right. WEC don't matter. Pride does. What are they after? 2,100, 17% all the way. I'm the only one he's considering, though. I think the four years and 10 fights is almost a cheat code. I think that's a borderline cheat code. I'm basically forcing them to have to sign them long term. All right, so we got a Pancrase show, which could mean, let's see, somebody I could end up getting. Not really. Egan Inoue might be the only one. He's 38 at this point. Pat Healy is 20. He's probably pretty brand new, though. All right. Well, I won't worry too much about them then. We'll go ahead and get to our fight. All right. Big time fights. Pre-show analysis, don't care. All right. Skipping on through the prelims. Del Hawkins defeating Kit Cope. That makes a bunch of sense. Kit Cope is really back and forth on that. To be fair, I think Del Hawkins is like, no, Del Hawkins snaps a 7-fight losing streak. Yeah, I want to try to get through this to maybe do Super Mega Baseball. 8-fight losing streak. I'm sorry. 8-fight losing streak snapped by Del Hawkins. His first ever win in Revoultion at the very beginning of the prelim there. Has a lot of respect. Thanks to sponsors. All right. Ronald June goes down to Jason Black. And he snapped his losing streak back in June. Now he's got a winning streak. This is his first time getting a winning streak. And June really back and forth as far as his stuff goes. Let's see here. Christian Ida, Jonathan Ivey. This is an old school one. Wow, Jonathan Ivey walking out with the win after losing to Dirty Bob Schreiber. Ends up getting the win here against Ida. Ida now with his 7th loss in a row as we move on to our next fight. Oh, sponsors, he like to face Maurice Smith. Okay, well, probably do that. Kentaro Imaizumi, at one point a top 10 fighter in the lightweight division, taking on Mitsuhisa Tsunabe. Also pretty close there. Tsunabe getting the win. Coming off a loss, he's now won 2 of his last 3. He's been kind of on a losing streak, so hopefully trying to bring that back. And bit of a losing streak now. Imaizumi was doing okay, but not so much anymore. Thanks to sponsors. Shows a tough fight. Taki Iwata versus Kyuma Kunioku. And Kunioku, yep, as I figured, should probably win. Coming off a loss against Tiki Gossen. Trying to get back into it after he hasn't really been the same since he lost to Sean Shirk. He was on a pretty good run there. Hasn't quite been the same since. Hopefully he can turn things around and potentially challenge for the lightweight title again. Taki Iwata has been back and forth for a while as well, so nothing too much there. A lot of 50-50 booking going on here. He'd like to face Dennis Hallman. All right, we could probably make that happen. Crosley Gracie versus Daiju Takase. Gracies in MMA are like Samoans in wrestling. There's just more than I've ever known before, and they just keep popping up. Crosley Gracie winning his pro debut and his first win with us, and beating Takase, who's once again also back and forth quite a bit. He's going to go to 500, 7-7, and 3-3 with us. Praises team is high altitude. He's very happy to cap his Revoultion debut with a win. Mark Hominick taking on Aaron Riley. It's still a prelim fight. That tells you where we're getting at with some of these other guys here with, newer guys actually having the full body shots. Mark Hominick, of course, getting the win. I'm not too surprised about that. That is going to bring him to 5-0, his second win in Revoultion, still undefeated, coming up against Riley, who had a good match, a good fight against Daniel Lima, but he's going to go right back to losing. Thanks, everyone, to Fair Aikijutsu. His team, his sponsors, tough fight, show of respect. Tommy Sauer and Christoph Madu, they were trying to take Madu away, and maybe they should have, as Tommy Sauer getting a win. He's going to be winning 3 of his last 4, trying to work his way up potentially in the heavyweight division. Of course, there's a big power gap between the Tommy Sauers of the world and the Fedor Emelianenkos. And Madu, coming off a win, is going to lose, and he's lost 3 of his last 4 now, and 3-2 in Revoultion. Thanks everyone at Meat Truck Inc. Oh God, I want that t-shirt. He asked who would like to fight next. He would like to face Paul Michalaju. That guy. Nate Quarry, Carl Malenko. Nate Quarry, not too surprising that he got the win here. What was he rated at that? -250. So it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was, but won back in July, wins again against Malenko. Malenko had a bit of a stint there. He was doing pretty good, and now he's sort of gone 50-50 again. I guess it depends on who he's facing, but he can go either way, but this time it was a loss. Name check to his team, sponsors, family, friends, supporters. Still, I think this might be our main event of the prelims. Steve Lee, the former champion. I think it probably shows that too. Yeah, he was a former open weight champion winner, a former RFC heavyweight champion, knockout of the night, 2-time submission of the night award winner, 1-time fight of the night award. Of course, most of this coming in 1999 when guys like Gabriel Gonzaga wasn't around. And I'm imagining, as I figured, Gabriel Gonzaga is now going to go up to 3-0. Undefeated now with a first big win here in Revoultion. Steve Lee was doing pretty okay in UFC, and then we stole him away, and now he's right back to losing. Oh, the poor schmuck. All right. Name check to his team, sponsors, family, friends, supporters, celebrates his debut. All right, Daisuke Nakamura, Kid Norifumi Yamamoto. We are opening the show with the face of the Revoultion finale. Herb Dean, the referee. Oh no. So here we go. Big fight between the two here, Nakamura and Yamamoto. One of these two will be the winner of Face of the Revoultion. Oh, he slams him immediately. Oh my God. All right. Well, as I think a lot of this, I think when I signed Yamamoto as the new guy, I kind of figured he was going to do this, that he was going to end up just knocking people around. And yeah, so he's 8-0 going into the show. He's been winning at his show, and now you get Nakamura. Round number 1. Nakamura, by the way, was also working some local shows at the time. Oh my God, big strike. Jesus Christ. And he's out. And he's out. Knees him in the face. 58 seconds into round number 2. Now Norifumi Yamamoto is your Face of the Revoultion Season 1 champion. Big time. Seems to do high-level regional. It could be almost a national name in Japan. He's certainly gaining a following here. And I think winning this will give him an even bigger following. Thanks everyone at his dojo for the fight. He celebrates winning his debut fight and becoming the Face of the Revoultion. Nick Diaz taking on Eiji Mitsuoka. You look at Diaz here. He is undefeated so far in Revoultion. Undefeated in his pro career. 8-0. Taking on Mitsuoka, who coming off a loss to Antonio McKee. He is the underdog here going into this, but we'll see what happens as the young 20-year-old Nick Diaz takes him on here. Oh, man. See what we got going on here. But yeah, I was hoping I really needed to get through this because I haven't done like my usual rotation of stuff in a while. and I needed to do this, but I also came here realizing I'm going to have to do 2 shows. So, you know, it's going to be what it is, you know. Hopefully I can get through this pretty quickly. Hey, maybe this could be one of those shows where they finish each other off pretty easily. We'll see. They did good on the first fight. I'll try to keep a pretty good remembrance on how many fights in we are. The fact that it's in week 1 helps us out. I think we'll have to find that out. I got a whole thing. Oh, Lord Almighty. Sorry, I had someone finish each other off. You know what? That's a good point. Let me see here. Sorry. I got... Oh! I'm sitting here. Someone messaged me about doing something this weekend, and I just need to... there we go. All right. So, Nick Diaz, as I assumed, unanimous decision win against Eiji Mitsuoka. Not too surprised here. 9-0 is where he's at. He wants to face Dennis Hallman next. Oh, the Heartbreak Kid, Nathaniel Baroni, taking on Moise Rimbon. Nathaniel Baroni coming off of 2 wins against Novak and Modi Horenstein. Or Horenstein? Horenstein? Guess it doesn't matter. And then we've got Rasmus Ivanov, Bob Schreiber, Joel Sutton, who Rimbon has wins against. There we go. Oh, Rimbon taking him down. It's the oldest 28-year-old man ever, by the way. This is what 28-year-olds look like now after they've been stuck inside. This is what 28-year-olds who have been stuck inside their apartment for COVID for like 2 years. These are the ones. This is what you look like at 28 years old when you're still social distancing at this point. Armbar 347 into round 1. Rimbon getting the submission win. There you go. Praises team sponsors and fans. Jens Pulver and Bernardo Magalhães. Oh, I'm such an American. All right, so Jens Pulver 8-8. We'll see how he does here. Was he the underdog? No, he was a -230, so he is the favorite coming into this. Lost against Jeff Curran, but he beat Fabio Melo, Hirose, and Josh Thompson. So he's got 3 of his last 4 wins. His last loss was certainly not anything terrible. Same here with Magalhães. His last loss came to Alexandre Franco Nogueira, so you know, not a huge amount right there. What the hell is it? This has got to be phishing, right? Truest update. What the unusual actions in your account have temporarily set? I don't even know what the hell Truest is. Hey, Super Mario, how's it going? Sorry. Now I gotta... Is it a bank? Is that Truest Bank? Okay, so this is a phishing thing. Because I do not have a Truest Bank account. Unless someone opened up some shit on my account, which I feel like if it actually happened, probably would be informed about it through, you know. So Bernardo Miguel is taking the win. TKO strikes right at the tail end of round number 1. Jesus, I got everyone trying to hit me up. Oh my Lord. Why am I so popular now? As soon as I hit the streaming button, now all of a sudden I'm popular. Merger bank name of SunTrust and BB&T. Okay, well, I do not have accounts for either one of those, so I'm going to assume either a phishing attack or a wrong account number, or a wrong number and someone accidentally punched in the wrong thing. Either way, I'm not answering it. I don't have Truist, so there you go. Poor Jens Pulver, man. Let's see. Yeah, losing to Jeff Curran's one thing, but I mean, like I said, Migueles was a guy who it was a unanimous decision, so it's not like it was like super great, but either way, good win for Bernardo. Has a lot of respect, no doubt benefits from being interviewed. Ooh, all right. So he is a charismatic gentleman. So I will remember that. Probably not, actually. Brandon Vera and Nate Marquardt. We'll start the timer here. Kurt Funk, the referee. Meat Truck Inc. once again being represented here with Brandon Vera. Don't have to look it up. He's undefeated, 4-0. But he is a plus 190 going up against Marquardt here, who's won 3 in a row and has won 5 of his last 6. His losses are to Rich Franklin, Quentin Rampage Jackson, and Vernon White. So he hasn't exactly lost to slouches. So not looking fantastic for Vera. But we'll see what happens. I wonder if at some point, no, you know, with everything else I'm doing, I could probably just be fine with the skin that I have. I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know, I've played this game enough. And there's probably not another one coming out. I could probably just, you know, make a skin for this. But honestly, at this point, probably not a fantastic idea. I've already got enough stuff to work on. And a brand new baseball game that I now have to make themes for. I've got too much stuff already. Shit! Vera knocking down. Oh, that's it. That's it. Marquardt TKOing him. There's going to be a lot of competition for TKO of the night at this point. 108 into round number 2. Marquardt getting the victory. Wants to face Kevin Jackson. Interesting. I think he's probably going to kick his ass. Fabio Melo, Eddie Wineland. Let's see what we got here. 8-3 for Melo. Lost to Jens Pulver, but he's got a couple wins. I mean, losing to Jeff Curran's one thing. Jens Pulver, Aaron Riley, going a little bit different. Eddie Wineland has not lost yet. Is this his intro? No, this isn't. He beat Masatoshi Abe, so he's coming in here still undefeated. But it's only two wins, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Dodging left. Yeah, I'm thinking he might be borderline outclassing Melo here. I don't know, maybe. I'm looking at something that just kind of happened on Twitter. All right. Twitter's not real most of the time. Taking him down. All right. Melo taking him down. That should be helpful. I think Wineland probably won the first round here, so I'm thinking this could go either way between the two. Melo's definitely got the second round here, so if they decide he did better in the first round as well, could be completely over. But Melo's still throwing punches. So they have him 19-19. I think they're going to go to a third deciding round. I think this is the first time tonight, or at least on the main show, that we have gotten to a deciding round. So this is somewhat new territory tonight. I didn't really see. There was probably enough. Decisions and all that in the prelims, but we don't count the prelims. Let's see. Wineland cannot out jiu-jitsu him. And I think Mello might have walked away with this after Wineland probably clearly had this one in the first round. He got taken down and he just had nothing for him. Look at this. He blocked 2 takedowns, but he got taken down twice. He was kind of out jabbing him with his kickboxing, and then he just got completely obliterated on the ground. 65 jabs. Yeah, so he had absolutely no defense. But he's only 19 years old. He'll probably learn from this and do quite a bit better afterwards. Praise his team, says a tough fight. Show of respect to Eddie Wineland, you know. He had to outdo his boxing, but yeah, Wineland's going to probably have to learn some ground game because he had no defense against that. Oh boy, Quentin Rampage Jackson, Vitor Belfort. And we got, who is the ref? Kurt Funk, once again, the referee for this. Let's take a look at Rampage real quick. He just lost to Chuck Liddell, but he did go perfect in UFC. He went perfect with us. And his big return against Liddell, he lost, but, you know, that is to potentially be expected. But he's facing Belfort, and he's a minus 380 at the time here. Belfort is back and forth. I believe this looks like to be his Revoultion debut after making a name for himself all over the globe. UFC, Pride, spending a lot of time in Pride. So this is his first time back in America after this. Looks like he made a huge name for himself in Japan. As it's not too surprising, it's Vitor Belfort. So I'm assuming Jackson's going to do this, but we'll see. Rampage. Ooh, we might have been saved by the bell on that one. Oh, man. Can you imagine if Belfort knocked him out at a plus 300? God damn. Quentin Jackson should be doing pretty good here. Let's see. Belfort is kind of the whole package, but then again, Jackson is too. Wrestling boxing versus BJJ boxing. Could go either way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Belfort. Oh no, that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Holy shit. Just knocking the shit out of Quentin Rampage Jackson is Vitor Belfort getting the win. Dominance in his Revoultion debut here. Quentin Jackson, you know, kind of sad that he got to suffer his third loss, but to Chuck Liddell and Vitor Belfort, you know, nothing too terrible, but, you know, at a minus 380, there was an expectation of winning here, but very happy to have won his Revoultion debut, his team and sponsors and everybody. And there you go. Scott Adams takes on Dan the Beast Severn. Here we go. Kurt Funk once again coming out here for this. He is working all sorts of crazy duty coming here. Scott Adams, of course, the former RFC heavyweight champion. That was back in 2000. A lot has changed in that time. He is coming off a loss to Tim Sylvia, though he did win some fights before that. Tim Sylvia, Heath Herring, Andre Arlovsky are his 3 losses. So not a top level guy, it seems like, but no slouch as he's taking on old school Dan Severn, who's been in all the fights ever. And coming off of wins against Mark Coleman and Boss Rutan. He did lose to Big Nog, but, you know, looking to continue his ways here and potentially challenge for the heavyweight title in the future. We'll see. I don't know if Scott Adams is the guy to give him a championship opportunity. But a win's a win, especially for 45-year-old Severn. And I imagine he's probably going to be retiring here soon anyway. Oh, Severn taking him down right at the end there. Let's see. Is that going to be 2018? They say 2018. We'll see if that's going to be it here. 2018 for Dan the Beast Severn. At 45 years old, Dan Severn is on a 3-fight winning streak against several big names here. So it has been crazy to see how Dan Severn has been going. Every time he fights, I'm afraid he's going to retire. And he just did, retiring on top with a three-fight streak. The official retirement for Dan the Beast Severn. We got some good fights out of him, but there you go. Praises his team, which he's now probably just going to run in retirement, and his fans, and gives a show of respect. And out the door, riding high, goes Dan the Beast Severn. Carlos Newton. He's going to be facing Superman Dennis Hallman. Herb Dean, the referee. Let's see. Newton coming off a loss to Sean Shirk. Big time main event. Lost his middleweight title fight in a minute 10. Got knocked out in a minute 10. And looks like Hallman's going to take him to the ground. So he's already going to last longer than his title fight, which really seemed like a big snag in the road here, as he still hasn't won a championship. So he might be looking to work his way back into that. We'll see what happens. They say 10-9 for Hallman. This would not be good if Dennis Hallman walks away with this after going 14-4. He beat Victor Moreno. He's done pretty well in UFC. But, oh boy. Well, it looks like Newton's got him down this time. So these guys doing a whole lot of just wrestle fucking for 2 straight rounds, it looks like, is what's going to happen here. I really still want to know what Dragon Ball Jiu-Jitsu is. I need to look that up. If there's a way to Google what Dragon Ball Jiu-Jitsu is, it just I want to know how it differs from regular jiu-jitsu. Oh, Newton with another leg sweep. All right. Well, you know what? All right, that should be 1919. Yeah, we'll see here. We got 1919. We got a third and deciding round. This, man, as cool be kind of see Dennis Hallman do this. I really want to see Carlos Newton get back into this. That's really a big part of what I want to see right now. Newton took him down. Newton took him down again. Oh shit! Oh, I thought he submitted him. I thought for a second he was going to submit him. I'm a little nervous because I do want to see him. I want to see Newton win. Newton's my guy. Newton is my guy. Come on. Come on, boys. 29-28 Hallman, 29-28 Newton, 29-28 Newton, and a split decision victory. Very, very close between Newton and Hallman. May have to run that back in the future, but very, very close fight between these two. But Carlos Newton walking away with it. Goddamn. Praises his team, his sponsors, fans. He praises Hallman for his skill and toughness. Main event. Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky taking on Randy the Natural Couture. Andre Arlovsky coming in a huge favorite, plus or minus 920. 13-0. He is undefeated. He's beaten the likes of Takanori Gomi, Kara Parisian, Scott Adams. They go up here. Goodrich. He's beaten Couture already. Mark Coleman, Heath Herring. He's made a name for himself in Revoultion and then once again in UFC. We get the run back. Arlovsky and Couture once again. Couture coming off of wins to Mark Coleman and Valentin Overeem. Did not win the heavyweight title against Frank Mir. But they're running back their fight from a year and a half ago in the UFC. Let's see if anything has changed. Kurt Funk, the referee for this contest. Where's Big John McCarthy? Arlovsky, by the way, 35 pound it said, and 2 inches in height, but looking to, of course, keep the undefeated. Jesus, it's already over. I couldn't even get anything out before he just knocked the shit out of Randy Couture. Good Lord Almighty, it's over. Was that Okay, yeah. All right. 3 punches by Arlovsky, 2 by Randy Couture. 5 punches were thrown in 51 seconds, and it is over. Andre Arlovsky gets the win. Thanks everyone at his team, sponsors. Watching replays, happy that it landed perfectly. A testament to his training. Done. God damn, that commercial rating, of course, amazing. Critical rating is great. Gate is fantastic. Got our broadcast team. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Insane popularity increases everywhere. I'll take it. Oh man. We were dipping a little bit recently, but that was a big one. So they got Yamamoto as not no. We gotta at least give Arlovsky his due on that one. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Rimbon getting the submission on Baroni. Yep, I'll take that. Was there any other submissions on here? No. All right. And then they're saying fight of the night, Bernardo and Jens. I think I could probably go with that. Let's double this 2,000, which is a drop in the bucket for what I just paid Arlovsky and Couture for this 51-second fuckfest. 2.3 million. Arlovsky just got paid $250,000. Holy Jesus. And we still made almost 2.5 million on that. Good Lord. We still got another show this month. Jesus. Pride's probably going to take some people from me. Dan Severn's retired, of course. Jonathan Ivey. Oh, they don't want to take Jonathan Ivey. All right. We'll give him the basic contract. Del Hawkins. They don't want Del Hawkins. Come on. He just had his big win. He finally won. Finally won, guys. No? All right. J.R. Palmer. They do want J.R. Palmer, though. 1,500 a fight. 1,500, 17%. I'm wondering if I really need him, though. What have I really done with him here? He fought WEC. He hasn't fought with us in nearly a year, so I haven't really done anything with him. So honestly, I might ship him off to Pride. He's been our guy. He's been our guy since 97. He's been with us for 6 freaking years, but I think it might be time to actually just let him go. We don't even have to cut him. We can just let him go off of this. And he'll ride on the high of two straight Revoultion victories leading to nothing. Maybe he can move that into whatever Pride's going to do with him. Yeah, we'll let that go. All right. Let's get through the 7 days so that we can set up the Grand Prix. Let's see. Moise Rimbon is sidelined. He's now recovered. Perfect. I think we should be good now. Let's take a look. 1 night tournament. Heavyweight division. Belt on the line. Josh Barnett. Who's an 8-seeded guy that we could put in here? Oh, you know what? Valentin Overeem looks to be our next highest seed at 4. Czech Congo going to be down here. Fedor going to be down here. And the other end of that, we've got let's do Tim Lajic. We'll put him up against, let's see, who's Lajic? Has he faced Congo or Fedor? He's faced neither. Let's do Czech Congo for Lajic. Wasn't paying attention to Newton win. Newton did win, just barely. It was a split decision victory, but he made it. Ooh, Eric Pele. Let's see here. Mark Kerr. I'm trying to see, maybe we could do. No, Trot Leagueman should probably get in here as well. Let's do Trot Leagueman. Has he faced Fedor or Congo? He's faced neither, it looks like. So this should be good for him. He'll face Fedor. Let's see. Kosaka, Lajic, Kerry Shaw. And you know what? I'm thinking we throw a couple guys for Barnett and Overeem. Let's see. Let's do by popularity. All right, Tsuyoshi Kosaka. Let's see here. He's 25-11. Just lost to Gary Goodridge, but he's been making a name for himself in Japan in Pride. So we'll give him Barnett. And then Mark Kerr's not doing so hot. Any big names coming back soon, real soon? Not really. No one that I'm gonna wait on. Gonzaga's about the best. Dirty Bob Schreiber, beat him to Valentin Overeem? No. Could do Royce Alger, Eric Pele, Valentin Overeem's probably gonna eat him if I do that, but let me see here. Who is Overeem fought? Maybe we can run something back here. Doesn't look like anything I could run back. That's fine. Let's see here. Could do Mark Kerr, mid-level regional. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mark Kerr's the next guy down. Of course, Jerome LeBanner and Kerry Shaw are both here. Kerry Shaw is on a bit of a run. What year's Fabrica? I have no idea, honestly. Jerome LeBanner. That eighth guy, man. That eighth guy. It's tough. It's tough to come up with that eighth guy who's gonna really pop for this. I'm thinking Kerry Shaw. He's got a rank there. He's just barely ranked, but he's there. So, you know what? Kerry Shaw, let's do it. To be fair, I could just do 4 fighters. I could do a 4-fight with Barnett, Congo, Fedor, Overeem. That might actually be better. That might actually be the better one. Because then I could do that and that. And those are some boss battles there. Barnett, Emelianenko, Congo, Overeem. They're usually 8-man fights, though. That's the only downside here is I usually do 8-fighter tournaments. But maybe I'll change it this year just so we get the most out of some of these guys. And then we can give some of these other big time fighters something else here. Because these are 4 guys to fight for the title. I think that'll do it. Yeah. I think we'll add that. That is not vacant. The champion will be stripped of the title when the tournament begins. All right. Add this one night tournament. Please note the one started. Yep. All right. So there you go. Title will be stripped from him. He'll have a chance to fight for it back again. Who signed Minoru Suzuki? I think I signed Minoru Suzuki. I'm pretty sure I have Minoru Suzuki. Yep. I think he's fighting here in a few weeks. He's fighting at the end of the month. Speaking of which, all right, so I got these guys set up. So let's get this set up real quick because we're 5 weeks out from this. So we can give Lajic Taligman a fight. Let's do by ranking. How about that? Taligman, Kosaka. Ooh, 16, 17. Lajic is there too. I think Taligman Kosaka might be the best one though. Just scraping onto the main show. He's not well known enough. Oh my lord. Can you fight Lajic? No. All right. So Taligman Lajic it is. Good God. He's not well known enough. Fuck you. I mean, I don't think we have other dudes for him to fight then. Those are our 2 highest tier guys until the real big guys comes out. So, whatever. Ooh, Liddell. Ooh, look at some of the... Dude, maybe we do that. Maybe we do 2 tournaments. Liddell, O'Connell, Little Nog, Rich Franklin, Sonnen. There's some names here. I wonder if that's what we should do. Ooh, could we do a second night tournament? Oh yeah, put the light heavyweight title on the line here. Do 4 fighters there. You got Rich Franklin the champion. Put Chuck Liddell on the other side. He's the number 1 guy. He's not going to face him immediately. We put Sean O'Connell and Big Nog in there. Ooh, who's going to be who? Who's Liddell fought so far? He's already faced Little Nog. So if he wins, okay. Has Rich Franklin fought him yet? He has not. So you know what? Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Sean O'Connell. Has Liddell fought O'Connell? Oh my God. There we go. No, he has not. Perfect. So there we go. How about that? There you go. All right, I'll take that. Yeah, this is possible that if we'll either have Liddell Franklin or Liddell Nogueira or Sean O'Connell could shock us, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be Liddell and Little Nog. And then I don't know, in the heavyweight one you get maybe Barnett, Valentin Overeem. Could be Fedor Congo. That one's a winning combination from any of those guys, honestly. It's a winning combination there no matter what. All right, so with what we got a couple high-level guys at least. It's a main show fight. Kevin Jackson, Dennis Kang. Sonnen and Sinosic. Oh, Sonnen and Baroni. That's best suited to the prelims. Is there anything that could change that? Not really. Sonnen Sinosic is about the best. I think I'll run with that. No, actually, no. Sonnen Baroni. There you go. Do we got a big time middleweight fight? We do. Sean Shirk can put his title on the line against somebody. Luis Dutra Jr., number 2 guy. Oh man, we got to. Absolutely got to. All right, we got our main event. Perfect. We have our main event. That could probably go up there. Do we have a lightweight main event? We got David Douglas. We got Takanori Gomi. These guys fought each other back in December, though. Vincent Latoul. Ooh, James Jones. James Jones coming back from his big thing. Except he's not great, so we need to find a guy, and there's not really a lot of guys. But he could potentially be a main event guy. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the challenges. Anyone wanted to face James Jones? We got J.R. Palmer, who's leaving. Takeshi Yamazaki. That seems to be it. Is Takeshi Yamazaki here? He has not. So we'll give him somebody else. Any top level guy is gonna kick his ass, though. That's the only downside here. We can give somebody else a potential fight here, maybe. Cole Escovedo, he's 1-5. He's looking to make a name for himself. He's not well known enough. You're a dickhead. What a dickhead. I could have you face David Douglas, but you're going to get your ass kicked. Any of these other well-known guys is just going to be a murder. Decent main event for Latoul and David Douglas. That's pretty good right there. All right, so this one's definitely Shirk versus Dutra Jr. There you go. Sherrick. There we go. All right, so Takanori Gomi. James Jones is going to get his ass kicked is the only thing here. Could give him Hirose. Well, he wants to fight her. He's willing to fight Hirose. So I'll put that in there as the other lightweight fight. Let's see here. Challenges? Anyone challenge Takanori Gomi? No, we got some stuff with guys who are already booked. Cope, Curran, Sinabe, Hirose, Diaz, Grimshaw. I don't think Diaz is around. No. That's fine. Let's look at some other challenges that might have been done here. Lajic. Let's see here. Kerry Shaw. No one's really trying to fight Kerry Shaw or Eric Pele or any of these guys. Let's see here. Light heavyweight might give us something. Dennis Kang just got booked, didn't he? Yeah, Kevin Jackson. Was that a challenge that we had? No, but it doesn't look like any of the other ones were around anyway. Nate Quarry, Lanogue, Royce Gracie, Lambert, Ensign Inoue. We got Ensign Inoue, but we don't have Little Nog because he's already booked for his thing. Wes Gasaway, no, Suzuki's already. Yeah, so we don't really have anything here. So we'll just take some of our higher tier guys like Almeida, Sinosic. How about Benji Radek? Unranked versus the number 10 guy. Could potentially beat him. Best suited the prelims. What if he faced Sinosic? Still. Not a lot of big time guys here. But at least one of them's ranked, so gives us something. Middleweight. Antonio McKee. Ian James Shaffa. These two haven't fought. Antonio McKee's a hometown guy. Absolutely. Put him up there. I think he could probably go right there. I think Kevin Jackson, Dennis Kang was... And we could throw that in there. Andy Wang. Oh, Antonio McKee. Oh, shit. Hang on. This is perfect. Hang on. Andy Wang and Antonio McKee. They have the challenge. They're both going to be in their hometown. Absolutely. The heat's already there for it. 100%. Let's do it. Yeah, put that up there. That's going to be our third best one, I think. Latoa Douglas is still a potential main event, so that's fine. Another middleweight fight, maybe. Ian James Shaffa, Ray Cooper. Ooh, Paul Daly. Okay. Iwase. Iwase's there as well. Rich Clemente. Ooh. Iwase Clemente, that's a prelim show fight. So we could do... Make it onto the main show. Clemente. Well, he could face Clemente. How about that? 8 versus 20. Still not bad. Put that up here. What are we missing? A second heavyweight fight. We don't have a lot of big names at this point, do we? But you know what? I bet you we can find somebody. Kerry Shaw, Carter Williams. Yep. Yeah, we'll just throw that just barely on there. And then at this point, it's basically just throw some guys together that could use a name, could use a fight. So he last fought in March. He hasn't fought for us ever. Perfect. They'll fight. Pretty close. Takayama hasn't fought since July. We got September, July, June. I saw... no, that's not very close. That's not very close. We'll go back here. Let's go Stephen Graham. There you go. Throw. Lightweight fight. Let's see what we got. Sinosic. June, July, August, September... June, July. All right, so everyone's kind of had their fight here. Let's see here. If we do Sinosic, just find a guy from the face. There you go. Alicio Sakara. It's still technically a ranked fight, so we can put that up there. Alex Cook's gonna need a fight. I think Alex Cook should have a fight. Ooh, Jason Lambert is gonna be in his hometown, so maybe we won't have him face him. Jason Miller. Bolander. Kara Parisian. Okay. Yep. I could see that. Alex Cook is not in a position for a title match. Jason Miller. Nah. Was there any Junes? Yeah, we got Junes. Jerry Bolander. Justin Martin. Let's see here. Ooh, Masanori Suda. Yeah, we could do that. All right. So now we go down to middleweights. I got August, July. I'm looking for something more ridiculous. June is still a little while. Okay. How dare you? Alex has carried this company. You mean like Nathaniel Baroni has carried this company? McIntyre. All right, so everybody else doesn't really matter. Just there you go. Yeah, let's get some hometown guys in there. That can help boost things up, I think, a little bit. Any more hometown guys? Greg McIntyre, guy that he can face. Anybody he can face. Mark Weir. He just faced Shakir. Sechi Ikimoto. Yeah, let's do that. He's only had 2 fights so far, so we'll do that. Lightweights. Gomi has got a name to him, so I'm not going to put him in that. Hideki Katawaki. August, July. Ooh, we got some April ones here. Balquach and Brian Garrity. In fact, they're pretty well matched up enough that I'll just put them together. How about that? June. We got a June for Danny Batten. May. for Joe Rogue. Perfect. They actually match up pretty well. One more. I'm sure we can find some guys here. April for Takayasu Hirono. June. It's not very... We got another June, this time for Matt Lee. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's see here. Throw that there. Throw that up a little bit. Just to break up the monotony. Put that down, I think, a little bit. All right. That works. I'll take it. We'll figure out the prelims for that later. Just wanted to make sure we at least had that set up, and we are set up for the Grand Prix. And at the end of and starting at the next month, we'll have that ready to go. All right, so we've got a little bit of moving through stuff to get to. Thankfully, this isn't quite TEW, and I kind of roll myself through this. Ooh, Kenneth Alexander. All right, he's gonna go exclusive with us. Yeah, we're gonna start taking these guys back from WEC so I can utilize them. They're just kind of rotten in there. Gerald Palmer left, and he's signed exclusive. All right, so we're getting there. Mike Whitehead. Do we have him? Tamura's coming to the end of his. Yeah, we're taking some of it. We're taking our guys back. Even if we're taking away, I've been nice enough to WEC at this point where we're making them exclusive. That's what we're doing now. Now that these, oh yeah, especially a guy like Eiji Mitsuoka. Are you kidding me? Just give him a very basic contract at this point. Escovedo. That's all we need. These guys aren't super high tier guys. Kenneth Alexander, no, these guys they're not gonna take him away. So there we go. Are they gonna try altered, signed, altered? Yeah, none of those are gonna matter because they're gonna sign an exclusive deal with a major company more than they're gonna do some paper appearance deal like that. Forgot I had my water. I needed some water. Everyone clean. Good. Seriously, our drug testing is a joke. Everyone should be clean. It's not. Shouldn't be anything close. Nearly $3 million, by the way. This is going to be ridiculous at the end of all of this. How much money we have. And we're going to go up to, I think we just got, what, 2 left in the media for that? Yeah. Australia and Africa to go big. That's all we got left. We can pretty much do it now, I think, if we really wanted to. But I'm just going to wait until after we've paid our taxes and everything on how much money we've made. Yep. Jermaine Andre, medium leg injury, fight canceled. Alex Stiebling requires a new opponent. What was that? Curran Noons. And okay. So good news for you, Stiebling. You're going to be joining the Grand Prix. Let's move it to prelims of that. So you'll get a couple extra months and get that figured out. I wonder if there's anyone for him to fight at that point. Nah, we'll wait. Well, I think we'll wait. They already faced him. Dave Monet. Alex Andrade. Alex Cook. Daniel Gracie. Yeah, we'll do Alex Andrade. How about that? There you go. So now you'll have your fight in December. I'll take it. Everyone's PED to the max. Most likely. Then that just makes us Japan. Can't smoke weed in Japan, but you can take steroids. Then you get 50-year-old Mirko Krokop looking like 35-year-old Mirko Krokop. Matt Anderson. Woo, 3,600. All right, so he's playing a little bit hardball. Let's see what happens. Put him up to $4,000. Gonna have to offer him a sweetheart deal if you want to steal him away from me. 22 years old. Who are you? And can you please punch me? She works karate. I realize it's like 2003, which means she's like in her 40s now. Matt Anderson. Let's see what they got. I'm the only one who's considering. And yeah, they don't want to move too many big fights. So, you know, I'm not too surprised. So it's still not quite what I want it to be. We're going to move to extremely aggressive. If they want to steal from me, they're going to be spending some fucking money. Spend some money. Make me sweat. Make me really have to work for this. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. Jason Black. Let's see what you got here. 1,500. They are offering 1,500, so I'll just sip to 2,000 there. 1,500 signing bonus. Leave it like that. Kita Oku. I mean, with WEC, it's kind of easy. We'll see. Because they're in the same boat as I was like 5 years ago, where, all right, now you're just letting me like zip up the pull the ladder up behind me. Just be like, oh, all right, now I see some holes of guys that I haven't made exclusive yet, so we can just do that. There you go. Was there anything as far as people being cut or anything like that? I guess I didn't check. Paul Verlins. I feel like, mid-level regional. Medical suspension. Uh-oh. So he already has gotten hit for it. 6'8" super heavyweight trap fighting. Huh. And I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that then. All right. Yeah. Make me sweat, guys. Let's go. We're going to week 4 here. We still got a whole nother show. Technically, we're only at an hour 15 in, so it's not bad, honestly. Let's see here. Doesn't matter. That one kind of matters. Nope, never mind. They're still not offering the sweetheart deals that I do. So, I mean, at least they're really at least taking a shot here. You know? Aaron Tuffle, the #1 pound for pound. Oh, pound for pound female, which is nothing, honestly. Yeah, there's not a lot of names in here. Hell, that's not even... That's Yumiko Hota, but it's somebody else. Yuki Kondo. Didn't she become a wrestler? Or maybe maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Oh well. You ever gonna get a female division? Yeah, once I've stated before that I'm probably gonna wait until Gina Carano shows up, and I don't really remember when Gina Carano shows up. Because honestly, there's not going to be a whole lot of people until you get Cyborg and Carano showing up. That's in 2006, so not too much to. I mean, you got Aaron Tuffle, but that's about it. And they've already got a female thing, so I mean, until I can make a real good full-blown division out of it, I'm not really going to worry about it. We're still a few years out from it really being a thing. Ooh, Jimmy Ambry. Oh, okay, now I see why I put him on the short list. He's 10-0. $1,100 low level regional. I'll let him take another deal there. I think in a few more fights. Pancrase Big Trouble Drug. Oh, it's called the show was called Big Trouble. Okay. All right. Extended his deal with us. Boom. They're trying. Contract. Bolander got hurt. Shirk versus Ducha Ginger. Oh, Jason Miller. I figured there was going to be a spot for Jason Miller somewhere. And now we got it. There you go. That is on 3 weeks' notice, but he'll take it. Curran versus Noons 2. Gabe Lemley, Jason Black, Ambrose, Rambo. All right, so we're sewing this up a little bit. UFC announced a show. All right, so this is pretty much it for us this month. Here we got Curran and Noons. I can't remember how many times Curran has defended already. Won the title here, defended here. So he's only had one defense. So this is his second official defense. All right. Some big stuff going on here. All right. Let's see here. Kotetsu Boku taking on Tamura. He's going to remain undefeated. This is his Revoultion debut. So there you go. Whoops. There we go. Visibly Delighted. Shogun. Is this Shogun's debut? This is Shogun getting ready to work his way up as he beats Murillo Bustamante in 44 seconds, as I would expect. Good debut for Shogun. Kamaka and Pauling, two guys who've been around for a while. Kamaka getting the win. Kamaka's been with us since pretty much the beginning, July 97. Getting a win, that snaps a 3-fight losing streak for him. Stephen Pauling beat Nick Serra and Mark Weir, but drops back down to a loss here. Mo Smith, Grizzly Pardoel. Pardoel getting the win here, and that's going to be 4 of his last 5. Trot Seligman, the only guy he lost to right now. So good for the 32-year-old Dutchman. Mo Smith, probably about ready to leave. Been in Pancrase, UFC, and now he's had some success with us, but yeah, I think he's probably on his way out the door. Gives a name check, everybody, shows a respect. He's still going at least. Nick Serra, Thomas Denny. I assume Serra's going to win. Absolutely. Coming off of a huge losing streak, 5 fights against not a lot of top-level people. So finally got a win against a guy like Thomas Denny. And yeah, he's at a 4-fight losing streak, so not great for him either. But Nick Serra trying to right the ship a little bit here. Minoru Suzuki, Ivan Salivary getting the win here. Snapping his 2-fight losing streak to Jason Lambert and Chael Sonnen. Beating Suzuki, who snaps his 2-fight winning streak since this is his first loss in Revoultion since coming over from Pride. So there you go. Might be towards the downslope. Who knows? I mean, that could have gone either way, honestly. So he wants to face Dennis Kang next to Salivary. Wes Sims and Brad Kohler. Imagine Wes Sims is going to win this. He is Wes Sims. Yep. Wes Sims getting the victory here. Coming off a win against Leopoldo. So he's got 2 straight. Scuffed Kurt Angle once again. Actually, he's been fairly successful recently. But he does get the loss. But, 3 wins recently in the last 5 fights. Not terrible for him. It is what it is. Thanks to sponsors. There you go. Alexander Emelianenko and Dan Balbish. So, an old school looking guy, I assume, considering the king of the cage belt. And then Alexander Emelianenko is who he is. And Emelianenko, of course, this is his pro debut. So, there you go. Emelianenko winning in his pro debut against Bobish. He's been on a series of losses here. Including losing a drug test failure. Are you kidding me? This guy on PEDs? Say it ain't so. Emelianenko getting the win. There he goes. He's very happy to cap his Revoultion debut off with a win. And then wants to know where the women are at as he cracks his knuckles. That's terrible. Toby Yamada, Gabe Lemley. Yamada getting the win off of that one. Lost to KJ Noons. So he's coming back from a stint in UFC. And gets a strong win there. And Lemley, of course, been with us for a little while. Beat Ashley Grimshaw, but lost here to Imada. Praises team wants to fight Bernardo Magalhães. So he's been fairly successful in his last fight. Main show. That might have been a main show as well. I didn't even check. Ian Freeman versus the Hammer Mark Coleman. Honestly, I'm probably going to skim through this a little bit more because I have a feeling Coleman is a minus 440 that he's probably going to get the win here eventually. He's got 2 takedowns already. Gonna get to round 1. Gonna do another takedown. I think he's just gonna... Oh, Kimura doesn't make it happen. Rear naked choke. Oh, there he goes. I thought he was just gonna wrestle fuck him for 2 rounds. Mark Coleman, of course, getting the win. 351 into round number 2. Coleman has a series of losses leading to his UFC cutting. And then, of course, losing to Couture and Severin here. So his first official win in Revoultion, finally, against Ian Freeman, who's coming off of 2 losses of his own and his own cutting from UFC. Coleman gives a name check to everybody. Fantastic fight. Huge rush. Glad to get the win and entertain the fans. Fantastic fight between them. I'm sure he's extremely excited to finally get himself a win. I do want to see. Oh, there we go. Oh, I could just use the space bar for the... Okay. But I don't think it happens with the timer, right? No. Okay. Takoro and Din Thomas. So I can go a little bit faster, I think. Takoro with an arm. Nope, not going to make it happen there. This might be the ideal way to do it, honestly, is just hit the space bar and try to make this happen. Takora up, force him down to the ground. Going to take him down. Din Thomas trying to make something happen here. Final minutes. Still, Din Thomas, I think, at least got the control there. So and now Takoro's going to try it, but doesn't make it happen here. But now he's smothered up against the ropes, and I think they're going to have to separate him. Looks like they've been doing that. Takoro, once again, not able to make it happen, but pushing him up against the ropes. Maintain control, doesn't make it happen. Again. Uh-oh. Big strike against Takoro. Ooh, no. Takoro ducks it, but I don't think it's going to matter. He gets the takedown at the end, but it doesn't matter. More than likely, 2 rounds, nothing. Yep, Din Thomas the victor here. So Takoro didn't get finished, but it is what it is on that one. Takoro, unfortunately, came in with 2 big wins before that, but not enough against Din Thomas, who's going to go on his own 2-fight win streak. Name checks, everyone. Thanks as fans. Shows of respect, and here we go. Mirko Cro Cop versus a man who, for some reason, decided to challenge him. We'll just make this quick. I'm imagining this is already happening. This is already longer than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest with you. Drew Montgomery made it to the end of round number 1. Cro Cop won it. I'm shocked. Where's the head kick? Oh, Montgomery collapses, hammered down, repeated shots to the head. It's over. TKO victory. Now I got to see what took him. Left roundhouse kick to the body. Okay, so his kicks are still deadly, except this time it was a body kick. So nothing shocking there. Cro Cop coming off of a loss to Barnett for the title. Looks like he lost the belt to Barnett, the interim belt, but nonetheless, big comeback here. As man, I can't move out the thing there. I probably should have. Now that I thought about it, Cro Cop probably would have been perfect for that heavyweight thing too. Probably would have made it a bit easier to make it an 8-man. Oh well, he wants to face Fedor next. Uh oh. Tim Sylvia, Brandon Lee Hinkle, 2 seemingly evenly matched guys, but Sylvia's a minus 660. This must have been another call out. Only loss so far was to Cro Cop. So, Tim Sylvia looking pretty good right now. Brandon Lee Hinkle came off a loss to Tom Erickson. So I'm going to imagine this is not going to. Jesus, it's over already. 18 seconds. Done. Tim Sylvia takes the win. I wasn't imagining it was going to last this long. Didn't think it would be that short either. 18-second knockout. Tim Sylvia is going to walk away with it easily. He wants Valentin over him. God damn, we've got some big fights we could have done. Cro Cop and Tim Sylvia in that. And then you throw in Lajic. All right. Now I see I probably could have cut a couple of these and moved them to December, but that's all right. I think it's all worked itself out. All right. So this one. All right. Jose Landy Johns. I think it was another call out. It has to be. I usually don't book fights this lopsided unless it's been a call out. Lost to Nate Marquardt and Little Nog and Dan Henderson and Frank Shamrock twice. So Jose Landy Johns does not lose to nobodies. Brian Gassaway lost to Rodney Glunder, Vladimir Matyshenko, and Elvis Sinosic, as well as a few other people. He is coming off a win against Inoue, but yeah, more than likely that we're going to see not much going on there. Gassaway a 10-9. All right, Pele the heavy favorite. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking Landy Johns is probably going to walk away. This seems like a Landy Johns fight to lose. A minus 550 means you should be winning, but shockers happen. Maybe. I mean, this seems like a thing that Brian Gassaway's kind of holding, kind of dancing around him and holding the court here. They say Pele. Let's see here. 1919. They got all 3 judges giving a score 2018 to Jose Landy Johns. Wow, Brian Gassaway didn't even win round number 1, even though they said potentially 1919. Nope. Landy Johns gets the win. Thanks all his sponsors. He wants to face Vitor Belfort next. I don't know, man. I don't think that's a great idea, but you do you, pal. All right, now we've got a pretty close fight here. Victor Moreno, Laverne Clark. Big John McCarthy, the referee for this. Dennis Hallman, he just lost to. I mean, he ain't no slouch, I'll tell you that much. Laverne Clark coming off a loss to Nick Diaz, but he did have 6 wins in a row, including his short stint in Pancrase. So this is one that started from the first time he was in Revoultion, and then Pancrase, and then come back again. But he did have a loss here, so looking to come back into this. Nick Diaz ain't a slouch either, so we'll see what happens. Both these guys pretty evenly matched. They give the slight edge to Laverne Clark. Didn't seem like much happened in the first round. Then again, I wasn't watching all that much. Takedown's not going to be helpful for Clark here, as Moreno is the wrestler. Oh, knee bar. We can get some finishes? We could get some finishes. That'd be nice. We've already got some ridiculous finishes going on with this. Wouldn't shock me. Scramble out. I mean, Clark's not really doing much here. I feel like Moreno's been kind of controlling this entire round. We'll see. They say 10-9 Clark. We'll see what happens here. Could be 1919. 1919, 2018 Clark. 2018 Clark. Damn. Man, a third round would have been nice, I think, but Laverne Clark getting a majority decision in that one. I think a deciding round probably should have been that, but that's all right. Praises team sponsors and fans. He wants to fight Kyuma Kunioku. Tough challenge. He'd be interested in trying. All right, you barely survived against Victor Moreno, honestly. All right, Alexandra Franca Nogueira needs no introduction. He's facing Noboru Asahi. He's 0-1 in Revoultion right now, but he has made a name for himself in Japan, being one of the top local guys. Did some fights in Pancrase a while back. Now he's here to make a name for himself in America. Didn't really make it happen against Vincent Latoll. Don't see his odds very well against Franca Nogueira, especially one who's coming off a loss to Kale Uno. So I won't even start the timer. I'm guessing this probably isn't going to happen. Oh, there you go. Immediate takedown. That's what we want to see. Good old school Alexandra Franca Nogueira. I'm not seeing more takedowns. I'm not seeing submissions, but I'm seeing more takedowns, and that's the end of round 1. All right. There you go. His fight to lose, absolutely. Round 2 and a takedown. And they're going to wrestle fuck for a while. Trying to make something happen. And that's it. He's just going to wrestle fuck him for 2 rounds. Pure Alexandra Franca Nogueira fight. Not shocking at all to see a 2018. Not going to waste too much time with that. Alexandra Franca Nogueira getting the win. Desperately needed that. Went back to his roots, which was a lot of taking down and wrestling him. Thanks everyone on his team and the fight and the sponsors. Give a show of respect. Jean-Francois Lenogue and Royce Gracie. Had to have been another call out too. A minus 780, Big John McCarthy. Gracie immediately shooting in on Lenogue. Oh my God. Is this going to be one of those things where Gracie somehow is going to do this? No, I think Lenogue reversed it. Okay. I want to know what Via Vodao is. Is that some sort of ground game type thing? He seems, well, he goes to One Mott BJJ as well. So I could see him also knowing jiu-jitsu. Not much happened. A lot of wrestle fucking. I'm guessing it's probably Gracie with a shocker there. We'll see what happens. Round number 2. I'm thinking Gracie, tried the takedown. Gracie trying to take him down again. Doesn't happen. Gracie trying to take him down again. Doesn't happen. Gracie trying to take him down again. Doesn't happen. Halfway through the round. Gracie for the takedown again. Doesn't happen. Gracie for the takedown and finally gets him with 2 minutes to go. God damn. Dude, if he gets a decision victory here, even a split decision victory at this point, Is he going to wrestle fuck him into a win? Do we got it? Official scores. 19-19. We're going to a decider. Is this the first decider round we've had? I think we might have had one other one so far. I don't remember. Either way, I'm not going to be surprised. Gracie coming in for a takedown. Oh, he gets it first time. I think all he's got to do... Oh, they stand him back up, but he takes him right back down. Jesus Christ. To get him back up, takes him back down. Oh, my God. Is Gracie just going to wrestle him? Rear naked choke doesn't make it happen. Rear naked choke doesn't make it happen. 60 seconds for Lanogue. Rear naked choke doesn't happen. Stand up, back up. Doesn't matter. Royce fucking Gracie at a plus 620 is going to make people very, very rich tonight. 29-28, Royce Gracie, massive underdog, plus 620. Go to the cash window now. God damn. I think some people just won an assload of money on Royce Gracie. That is insanity. Oh my God. He really was a plus 620. Jesus Christ. Praises his team, sponsors and fans. Knows that beating Lanogue is a big upset, but he always believed it. He had the belief and the power of friendship on his side to make this happen at 36 years old. Roman Zensov and Gary Goodridge, the semi-main. Kurt Funk, the referee. Zensov had one loss in UFC to Larry Butler. Since then, 8-1. Only had one loss. Big time loss. That's all we've got. Oh shit! I don't even think it's gonna matter. Oh my God, Zensov trying to do an arm try. I thought he knocked him out. He didn't knock him out. Now he's trying to submit him. Holy shit. I don't think it's going to matter what Gary Goodridge is doing because I think he's losing. Goodridge with a kick to the head. Gets kicked in the fucking head. Holy shit. I don't think it fucking matters where Gary Goodridge. That's it. Oh my God. Knocked his ass out. Gary Goodridge is on the back foot from immediately. Who did he beat? Doesn't matter. He's dead. The man has been knocked 16 ways to Sunday. Roman Zensov once again. Powerful win in the semi-main event. What did they rate that as? Good? That was great. Fantastic. That better be knockout of the night. All right, title fight. I think this is our first big title. I think it's our first title fight of the month because we didn't have any title fights in the last event, but we got a title fight here. Curran and Nunes. We got the champion, Jeff Curran. Won the title against Seth DeCoon. Got a rear naked choke against him. Rear naked choke against Pulver to defend. The last time he faced KJ Nunes, he submitted him with a Kimura. This was back in March of 2001. 2.5 years since the last time these guys fought. KJ Nunes, of course, that was his first big Revoultion fight. Since then, won the lightweight title, left for UFC, won the UFC lightweight title there. Makes us, I guess, winning lightweight titles and then gets signed back over to come back to Revoultion after his stint in UFC. Stolen as their lightweight champion, looking to once again become a lightweight champion. He faces Jeff Curran. Jeff Curran, minus 480. So he's a big favorite here. Big John McCarthy, the referee. He's a big favorite. KJ Nunes not looking too good with that. But he does get a pretty immediate title fight here. As he should. Beat Cole Escovedo as a tune-up. Throw him right into the title mix. Probably not going to work out so well this time. Jeff Curran is Jeff Curran. He's been doing quite well for himself. Let's see. Nunes is still doing pretty good. Looking more confident here. Looking more confident still. Curran hitting across. Just about lands a head kick. Not much going on, but I think KJ Nunes might have the slight advantage in this. Although this is the main event, and this is a championship fight, which means we will have 4 rounds. So we'll see what happens. We've had one upset already tonight. We're going to have a second one. Curran has a little bit more time to get back into this, though. This being a title fight, he's got a little bit more time. Set up a left jab. Well, maybe not. Huge reach advantage. No kidding. 5 inches that he's got here. Curran has the jiu-jitsu. It's probably a good idea if he maybe decided to take him to the ground, but he hasn't done that yet. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't. But Nunes seems confident, and I if I were KJ Nunes, I would be confident too. Multi-time lightweight champion anywhere he goes. Looking to do it again. Jeff Curran needs to start getting back into this, though. 1 round is one thing. 2 rounds is something else. He really can't let this get beyond the second round here. Nunes is getting slower. But he's still hitting stuff. He's still hitting them. And I'm thinking he might win round 3 here too. Curran hasn't done a whole lot. Oh. Curran's going to have to do something here. Oh my God. If he submits him after all of this. Oh my God. This one's looking like Nunes. He might have to finish it. Curran might have to finish it here in the next 5 minutes. All Nunes has to do is kind of survive, and I think he's got this one. Curran's going to have to go for a finish. He's going to have to get something going here. Otherwise, he's not going to walk out with the title. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, he's got 3 minutes. He has got 3 minutes to get a finish going. Oh, takes him down again. Once again, I don't think things were looking good for any of these other ones. Oh, shit, he got it. He got it with 1:15 to go. I said he was going to need a finish. Nunes was looking confident rounds 1, 2, and 3. Curran realized he could maybe submit him at the end of round 3. He comes into 4 and gets the submission victory. I knew he had to finish. I think he knew he had to finish. He came in and he finished. 1:15 left. I think if it got to the end of round 4, that was it for him. But rear naked choke submits KJ Nunes and still lightweight champion. Puts the title around his waist, continues celebrate. He celebrates continuing his reign, praises his team. It's over. Critical rating. Fantastic fights going on. Commercial rating was great. Increase of popularity everywhere. Zensov obviously knocking the... No, you know what? No. We need to give it to Sylvia too. Sylvia's going to get one for his knockout as well. Fight of the night, Mark Coleman, Ian Freeman. Yeah, you know what? Jeff Curran, I think, deserves that too. We'll do a second one there. Is there also a submission? Should we do the Mark Coleman one? Nah, I don't think that's as big as the Curran submission. But I'll take it. There you go. Give those awards. Get on out of here. $2 million in profit. Things are getting more expensive with these guys, but nonetheless, we're walking away with money. All right. Whew. Some big fights. Big fights. How much money we got? Monday, week 1. 2.4. How much money did I just lose in taxes? Did you just tax the ever-loving shit out of me? I just paid $1 million in taxes. Oh, Christ almighty. All right. Let's see here. Big Australia, big Africa. So if we do non-advertising, internet-based, big Australia, big Africa. All right, so that's going to be what we need here. Where's the calculator? Calc. We've got 2,446,597 minus 101,250. That's how much we've got to put in the bank. All right, so we'll throw that over here. Companies, Revoultion. We have got 1,445,347. 1,445,347. Hey, we have heat. Holy shit, we actually have some heat going. Damn. See if there's anything going on here. Annual Grand Prix. Oh, you know what? I'm already doing that. This is only used if the company's AI controlled. Okay, well, doesn't matter for me then. Broadcasters, Revoultion Sports. We go big and we go big. At this point, I don't know how much I care about going beyond that. I mean, we're still, I guess it doesn't matter that much because, you know, we're still making money hand over fist. I don't, how much bigger if we decide to go huge? It's still $1 million. Okay, so everything just doubled is basically what it is. So now what we just did for 2 different areas, we could only do for 1. So now we're definitely going a lot slower if we were to do that. Or do some corporate stuff. That's also a possibility. 15. Oh, we're a long ways away from 15 from having a physical Hall of Fame. Yeah, so let's see here. 6 main fights have up to 10. We'll have to add some big fights to go with that. That's a whole thing that we'll have to do. Let's see here. Pancrase end of days card. Okay. Jeff Curran tops rankings. Okay. So let's see. Anyone come in here? Bohan Mihalovic. He is a UFC guy. Serbian. Ron Gray. Nayuki Kotani. George St. Pierre. I ain't even gonna wait. George St. Pierre. Absolutely. Shea Mills. Shea Mills might not be too bad either. Bring him in. Why not? All right. Let's see. Jason Ireland. Ross Mason. Shayna Baszler. All right. So we're getting some names now. We're getting some female names. She can cut her teeth and smack girl before Gina Carano comes around. So she's got a few years to get some fighting in. Tommy Lee, Yoshihiro Nakao. All right. Did she really start in 2003? I guess she probably could have. I don't know how long she'd actually been around fighting. Makes sense, though. Nonetheless, there you go. Finances are what they are. Not tremendous, but, you know. I mean, we still got a lot of money. I'm not going to complain. We got a lot of money. We're big everywhere. We're making money hand over fist. We got big shows coming to end the year. We're looking pretty good. So, you know what? Not too bad. Save this. Call it the end of the month. Man, I won't have too long to really kind of play around with Super Mega Baseball, but I kind of want to play it and check some things out. So I'll probably do that here for you guys on stream. Save this again just to be safe. And there you go. Hour 49. We got this in pretty good time. So, yeah, you guys on stream, I'll have a little bit something after this. But if you're watching this on YouTube, that'll be the end. of this, and I thank you, and I will see you next time.